Game started.
Oh, Goliath. I've played him before. Okay, e4. Let's see. Against e4, I played the French, played the Sicilian. Let's go back to old e5. The old favorites. Goliath from Spain. This seems like a high rating for him. Our score is about even. This is probably a low rating for me. So knight f3, knight c6. He can play the Ruy Lopez or the Italian game here, or d4, the Scotch game. Probably other moves too. I think c3 is the Ponciani, and knight c3 is the 4 knights. Well, I hope his connection is still there. Let's see. Are we live? I'm still connected. Must have gotten distracted there. Okay, yeah, he lost his time. Okay, so that's the Italian game. Play my usual move. Bishop c5. Yeah, maybe he has something going on in the background. Okay, the Evans gambit. Well, that's always fun. Let's take it and play the old main line. Okay, so he's moving quickly to make up for his delay earlier. Okay, so queen b3 is a bit of a tricky move. Instead of castling, which is the normal move there, or most common move there is castling. So it's hard to defend this pawn. If you bring the knight out, the bishop can just snap it off. So you have to defend with the queen. And turns out that queen on f6 is better than queen on e7. So that's what you need to know about the... White always has this move, bishop to g4, attacking the queen. So the queen can get chased to the square g3. But he didn't do that. I'm going to play bishop to b6 so that I have the move knight to a4, which attacks the queen and the bishop. And he is going to attack my queen. Let's see. So we play knight a5 now. Pawn takes queen, knight takes queen. Pawn takes pawn is bad. That's bad for me because it's attacking the knight in the corner. So I guess I have to move the queen. If I play queen g3 now, though, he can attack it with the knight. If I take the pawn, knight takes, queen takes, and then bishop takes on f7 is kind of unfortunate. That's I guess. Okay, so let's think this through. Knight, queen g3, knight to h4, and then queen to h5, I guess has to be played. So let's see what the follow-up is here. He can push. I guess I just take it. Goes there with the knight. Okay, so let's go ahead and harass his queen. That was my plan. Just break up this battery, and then my queen will have more squares it can go to. It won't be tied to this f7 square. Now after knight takes, queen takes. Oh, he can take with the knight too. Now he's hitting my bishop. And I can't take with the rook pawn. I have to take with the c-pawn. A bit unfortunate. Oh, I can take with the queen. That's it. So I'm okay. The h-pawn is pinned. Okay, so let's castle. Okay, and he's defended his pawn. So we've gotten into some kind of normal position, I guess. If I ever move this knight, I can take my bishop. Can't really move my bishop, can I? But I need to do something. I need to do something about my light squared bishop here. It's stuck. So the only move seems to be d6. And even though that blocks the view of the queen of the bishop, so he can now play knight takes bishop, and I cannot stop that. I have to take with a c pawn, and he takes here, and I grab here, and he's got an isolated pawn, and I have this weird cluster of pawns. But he takes that way. Okay, take with the pawn. He can still take here. Yeah, that wins the that wins the rook. That's so ugly. So I guess develop. He's just going to take the rook in the corner. Or not. I thought taking the rook in the corner was fine. Is there anything I can do since he's given me some time? I can take the knight now and give up my queen. I should probably attack something with my queen. The question is what? Can I? If I could only attack his bishop, but looks like attacking his knight is the thing to do. So yeah, that pin was removed when I protected my pawn by developing the bishop. So somehow he seems to have been unaware of that, because he was just up a piece there for nothing, and now I got the piece back. Must have slipped his mind. Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Okay, going after my weak pawns, which I'm going to let him have a pawn back here because can't really hold on to it, and sometimes it's a mistake to try. How about queen to queen d5? I realize that it's under attack from his queen, but if he takes a pawn, then I can play bishop. Oh no, I can't play that because the knight covers that square. I was just thinking queen d5, bishop to h3, and I'm threatening mate on g2, but his knight is defending g2. So let's drive away the knight. Let's see if we can open up some attacking lines against his king here. So now bishop f3 defends this pawn on g2, coincidentally, on b7, sorry. Defends the pawn on b7. And I'm threatening queen to h3 to g2 mate, right. So I'll try to sneak in another way. Now this is interesting. This is a situation with opposite colored bishops, which in the endgame opposite colored bishops are very drawish, but in the middle game they are attacking pieces, and it's really quite dangerous. Yeah, so that was neat. So I was threatening queen to h3 to g2, but I can't play queen h3 now because it leaves the bishop undefended. So let's do something else. Maybe, if I double rooks on the c file, I can somehow get more pressure against his king here, get a rook to c7 or something. That's not a bad move. That prevents my queen from going to h3. Okay, let's finish doubling rooks. And now what can I play here? I guess I have to retreat the bishop. Okay, bishop goes back here. He pushes the pawn. I can play bishop to d7 there. And maybe the queen can snake in this way. And I still have the idea of rook c7 here, hitting the now unprotected f-pawn, which he just protected. Still, rook c7 seems like the right idea. Yes, so he can also infiltrate on my 7th rank. And I can't really stop him from placing something on f3. Yeah, let's try and creep in. I'm making space over here for my bishop to come in again. Bishop to g4 is possible. And also there's this idea of rook takes f7, king takes, queen to h... rook takes f2, king takes, queen to h2 check. And the king has to move to a light-colored square, and then the bishop can come in. I don't know if that's mating or not. It would be if he went to f1, I guess. Okay, I need to think about this now. Okay, so rook takes f2. If king takes, then queen h2 check. If the king goes to f1, then bishop to h3 is mate, because the queen here is cutting off all escape and the bishop is checking. Okay, so that means after queen h2, the king has to go to the square f3. So I have queen on h2, king on f3, and I can play bishop g4 check, and the king has to come up again to either either f4 or e4. And then am I out of checks at that point? He's hitting the bishop there. It just doesn't seem to work. There is rook to let's put the bishop here first. That cuts off his escape. So now rook takes f2 is a threat. Rook takes f2, king takes f2, queen here, check. So let's try it. Rook takes f2, king here, queen h2 check. Now he only has one move, which is to f1, and that's mate. Pretty nifty. Well, assuming it works anyway. So I guess if this works, I will upload this game, even though I was horribly lost and I played really terribly in the opening. We'll look at that with the postmortem, see how I could have played better. Aha, he can throw in a check. So it's best for me. I'm threatening checkmate here. If I just walk away, he doesn't have time to take anything. If he takes the rook, though, I move here, he takes the rook, queen here, check. He now has a new escape square he didn't have before. But then I can take the rook with check. So let's just go here with the king. Walk away from the check. Then you deliver this check.
Check.
And he only has one move. And then I can take the rook with check, you see, and get my piece back. And then I'll win this rook here. So I think this is completely winning.
Check.
I can get a bishop. Okay, so I'm not completely winning. I'm only winning the exchange. Unless there's something better. Rook takes rook. King takes bishop.
Time warning.
Oh, I'm running low on time. Okay, I gotta move then. Gotta move. I am ahead though. That's pretty interesting.
Check.
So let's just play some quick moves here, which are maybe not the best, but of course, if he goes in the corner, it's checkmate. So this king continues to drive him forward. Maybe it's checkmate anyway. Here, 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 here. Yeah, so now queen here, check, drives him back to this square.
White resigns.
Pawn here, check. Yeah, I had 55 seconds, so I might have found a checkmate here. But anyway, interesting game. I'm going to upload this one. See you guys later. Bye.